What's going on, everybody? This is the absolute dynamite, except no substitutes. If you know, you know. And we are doing the first 2026 test to build video. And the lucky honoree for this build test is going to be fellow D2 and YouTuber Solo Gamer Dad. And he had set up a Molas Panoplia and Devil's Ruin build on his channel. Said that it could hold its own in endgame content, just had to see. And the weapons he used originally, and I'll tell you why I have some different things up here, but he originally, for his primary, he had the triple laureate, and then for his heavy, he had the slammer, along with Devil's Ruin. And then his fragments and aspects he had on here, again, they will be a little different from mine. He was running Burning Maul, and actually I'm running Burning Maul. He was running Hammer of Soul. He was also running, so all this is the same. He didn't run Ember of Mercy. He was running, and I'm just about to pull it up in just a second. So he was running Ember of Solace. He was running Ember of Empyrean, which I did keep. He was running Ember of Searing. I did keep that. Ember of Torches he had. I kept that. But the only difference was I swapped out Solace for Mercy. And with Mercy, when you revive an ally, you and your other nearby allies gain restoration. Picking up a fire sprite grants restoration. Then obviously defeating scorched targets grants melee energy and creates a fire sprite. Obviously we know what Ember Empyrean does, as well as Ember of Torches. And then his stats were, I'm trying to see where he had it at. He actually had pretty high, he had a low weapon stat. Focus was in melee, class ability, super, and then his health. So I'm not far from him where my health was at. A little bit more with the melee, about the same with the grenade, a little bit more in the weapon, and then a lot less with the class ability. So you can kind of see what I've set up here. And then you can kind of see where I made some of my changes, and we'll throw a link to his video as soon as I'm done. But basically with Malas Panoplia, the idea that he had was because Devil's Ruin, upon kills, you get the exotic perk to load a solid beam of light, solar beam, and upon hits, it scorches. Upon kills, it ignites and gives you a fire sprite. And that's how he was pretty much keeping up Forge Master. What I didn't really see a lot of emphasis put on was the second part of this, rapid solar final blows. So we're talking about rapid solar final blows. So essentially, your weapon and your class ability, as well as you're going to see in a minute, your sunspots will also proc Forge Master. So you don't necessarily have to run Devil's Ruin, because I'm going to tell you, when I ran it, I went into Equilibrium, and man, they hurt me. They hurt me bad. So I had to figure something out. So, and already what I'm gonna do, hold on. what I'm gonna do for my boss is not out. But yeah, so you can kind of hang in here, and okay, I've got a bunch of swords in my way, but you can hang in your fire sprite. I mean, you can hang in your sunspot and essentially stay here. You know, maybe move if it runs out, run to another one, keep getting it, throw that, kind of wait. Don't even pick up your hammer, just let them come to you. Oh, in this case, I did get a fire sprite. You call it back, and you can hang out. You're not doing a whole lot of stress. You keep people at a distance. Move over to your next sunspot before the other one runs out. And everyone is dead. And you can pretty much work this exotic in your favor. We've got armor charges, and because we get 2 armor charges, we can continuously use our melee to get it pretty frequent. But what I really like is because we have, oh, let me get that. Because we have Sage Protector armor along with the Ferropotent, because I like this idea with the Ferropotent, with the damage resistance as soon as you start to have your shields regenerate. But with Sage Protector, sword hits return grenade and class energy. So when you start getting in a situation where you need to break out your sword, whether it be for damage or get that amplified going, you could utilize the Praxic Blade to make that rotation start. And even with the low stat, you'll get it back pretty quick. So we got that. So we got our Roaring Flames going. So we got the next one here. And then just kind of hang out here for a little bit. Let the Scorch from the sunspots get people. And then as long as you're getting perfect catches, you can reset. See how that resets? And then even if you don't, hit it again, Forge Master. Get that. And now, well, he's gone already. We'll get the next one. Catch fire sprites, you'll get it. And because you're scorching targets, thanks to Ember of Searing, what'll happen is when they walk into your sunspot while you're there, you'll get Forge Master back. And then what I like to do is with my super, I'll make sure that I have a sunspot going so that when the boss or whoever I'm trying to kill, mini boss comes out, you can take advantage of the sunspots that have already been thrown on the ground by your throwing hammer and allow your super to drain a lot slower. And then we've got Forge Master right back. Because you've got double hands on, you're going to get orbs pretty quickly. So, all right, they're over here. And we haven't even fired a weapon. I think we did. We may have fired a weapon. I don't remember. It's early. But suffice to say, set it up. Boom, boom. Get that. Get in there. And if you want to fire a weapon, go ahead. But you can really live here and get it. Move back and forth. And once it runs out, once you don't see a sunspot anymore, you can go ahead and just run back in. And you can get your super back up. Even with one hands-on, your 2 heavy-handeds are going to allow you to keep getting those orbs of power. You're proccing your better already. Ooh, that's not good. You see, you just get it right back. 6, there we go. Oh, I think somebody threw, what did they throw? Must have been, I cannot remember the exotic to save my life. Dragon's Breath, there we go. But yeah, as you see, other than your cursed thrall who could definitely ruin your day. Get that, get that. Got orbs. If you need extra orbs, pop your Actually there. Same thing. We're gonna. It's obviously there's a whole lot going on. This is the only issue with getting the build going is if you got a lot of people out, they could definitely be an issue as far as taking your kills. Because you definitely, if you don't have Forge Master already, you want to make sure that you've got a beat on where your hammer's at. Otherwise, that could be a problem. But yeah, you see the Cursed Thrall are just trying so hard to get me. But again, I'm kind of walking back and forth through my sunspots. And then when I need it again, oh, we've already got our super. So let me try it this time. Yeah, somebody's definitely got Dragon's Breath. But yeah, I will not send. I will upload a video of my run in Warlord's Ruin with this build. I didn't die. I don't know if I have the whole video. I know for a fact that we have the last encounter, and pretty much, even with a crappy connection to the internet, had like 20 people online. So bandwidth, it it worked out pretty good. So with these modifications to his build, yeah, it absolutely can handle business. And I definitely give it a shoot. I definitely give it a thumbs up. Just remember when you don't have Forge Master, you're gonna want to go ahead and hold off on throwing your hammer too far, because like right now I have to pull it back. But of course, with all the sunspots, you can walk back and forth, back and forth. Ad is definitely going to come out, and you can make that work for you because they're scorching, and you don't even really need to use weapons. You can use them when you need them, but nah, you got it. And then take advantage of your sunspot, go back and forth so that you're getting your Soul Invictus and just unleash hell, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the quick video. I'm trying to remember everything that I needed to tell you all, but I just wanted to show you that even without weapons, you could definitely do some serious work with this build, provided you have the stats. And obviously, if you don't have the Praxis Blade yet, absolutely get it. Not too difficult. There's plenty of people who will run that mission with you. I mean, heck, if you're having issues with running that, add me. I'll gladly run with you, help you get that. But that's it. Absolute Dynamite signing off.